today's video I've come down to my local river to see what I can find in the way of aquarium fish in the month of December. I get asked all the time, when is the best time to go and collect your own saltwater fish? And I guess the answer to that is, I don't know. Truth be told, we're really waiting for the East Australia current to get a bit closer to the southeast Queensland and northern New South Wales shorelines, and then bring with it those juvenile fish species that get deposited into our local estuaries. So really the answer is, I don't know, you just got to get underwater and have a good look. So let's take a bit of a tally of how many aquarium worthy fish we can see today in early December. Let's go. The mangrove jack. Now these guys are really popular with Australian aquarists, and being a euryhaline fish, they're very popular with freshwater aquarists. But as you can see, they mature in seawater. So do these fish a physiological favour and advance them into a saltwater aquarium as they grow up. Yeah, these guys are a really underappreciated wrasse for the reef tank. I think it's because they're in the genus Alsoma, which is with the moon wrasses, but they stay small, they can spawn regularly in your aquarium, and as they mature, the males get a really nice colour, as long as you've got some nice white lining. That is the bloodhead wrasse and the tooth-run wrasse. Let's go check them out. Now, just as I'm following these wrasse along, I come across an imposter. This is a mimic fang blenny, also known as a piano fang blenny. We'll give him an honourable mention because he is quite pretty. However, he feeds on the skin, scales and mucus of other fish. So, not really aquarium suitable. There's an anthias down there. That's what I mean. You never know what you're going to find until you jump down and have a look. So here we are, the water's only about 20 degrees Celsius and there's an anthias squarming in us underneath that rock. Let's go see if we can find him. Anthias, like many marine fish, change sex during their life stages. This is a male, this is a female. And this fish that I see in the Nambucca River is obviously a young male, but not fully sexually mature because it hasn't developed its fin filaments yet. Lyretail anthias are found in the Sultry Islands just off the coast, but they're very rarely found on the coast and in particular in these estuaries. The hobby loves porcupine pufferfish, but these guys get so big. I wouldn't even think about putting this guy in my 4,000 litre aquarium. But I do have some good news for those of you that want to have a spiky fellow in your own aquarium. There are some other options. The short spine puffer, the globefish, and the long spine porcupine fish all grow only to around 30 centimetres, which is a bit more manageable. Have a think about asking your local aquarium store to get one of those in instead. The Australian stripey has seen a surge in popularity because of its tendency to eat pest Aiptasia anemones. However, this beauty does also have a taste for large polyp stony corals. And besides eating a lot and getting very big, it tends to get a little bit drab, such as these guys here. coral beauty down there. As that's the month of December. One lone coral beauty. Very shy though. Last summer, this river was absolutely teeming with fish life, and it was looking to be a really good collecting season. Just along further here, I collected my little Genacanthus watanabe female angelfish. She's doing fantastic in Pulau Reef at home, and that was in the end of December. But then we had a cyclone around about mid to late January, and that was on the Gold Coast, about 4 hours drive north of here. But the trouble is, the whole of this mid-north coast, north coast, southeast Queensland area copped a lot of rain, and this entire river down here flooded, turned chocolate, turned completely fresh water all the way to the bottom, and wiped out all of the marine fish living in here. So in essence, for this collecting season yet to come, it's a reset. It's a solid reset for all the fish that are going to be living in here. So it'll be interesting to see just what comes and calls this river home again.
All wrasse change sex from a female to a male as they grow, but they also change appearance. And this yellow moon wrasse is a great example. It goes from this fantastic juvenile stage into a female appearance and then into a super male form, which is absolutely stunning. I don't know why more people don't appreciate them in the aquarium. The Gunther's wrasse, on the other hand, is a little bit bossy, so maybe best for a fish-only aquarium. If you are snorkeling and collecting, don't get fooled by this little yellow wrasse. This is a juvenile blue groper, and it matures into first a brown female and then into a stunning 1 metre long blue groper that is protected in New South Wales waters.
That's a pretty unusual find for this time of year. For those that are familiar with snorkeling and collecting, there's a bit of a pattern that occurs with the way the fish start to appear as the season begins. One of the first to appear in the way of butterflyfish is the threadfin butterflyfish. Well, what I can see down there is not a threadfin, but what I think is either a juvenile citron or Gunther's. We'll go and see if we can have a better look. It's a juvenile citron, Pedilon citronellus, beautiful butterfly, preferred to live in pairs. So hopefully that guy finds a partner, or finds me in about a week or two's time with a net.
The morlongs are a group of fish from the temperate and subtropical areas of Australia, and they're not really part of the Australian reef keeping hobby. They tend to feed from the substrate and the microfauna found within. I haven't personally kept these fish, but who knows, maybe one day. Now this stunning little juvenile fish turns into this absolutely beautiful adult immaculate damselfish, one which I highly recommend people keep in their own aquarium. And here's a little yellow juvenile yellow-finned leatherjacket. I love these guys. I do at times see Xanthopterus or yellowfin surgeonfish in reef stores or local aquarium stores. If you do buy one, beware that they do grow very large along with their counterparts, the Mata and the Dussumia's surgeonfish. We're halfway through our snorkel and we're going to make the most of the outgoing tide. So we're going to walk all the way around up river stream to a boat ramp, and start again. If only I could get my mate out of the water. This part of the river is less affected by the ocean currents and tends to hold a lot more juvenile fish and fish that are adapted to a silty environment, such as some of the gobies. The chocolate goby is a really common goby in this river. Also known as the brown-barred goby, it's probably the best sand-sifting goby for your reef tank because it is very adaptable in its feeding. It'll eat from the water column, it'll include algae as part of its diet, and it's a much better option compared to the sand-sifting gobies of the Valenciana genus, and certainly a much better option compared to the signal goby, also known as the twin spot goby. I'm at a bit of a loss as to what this fish is. It's clearly a chromis, and I think it could be a Weber's, but it doesn't have the vertical band through the iris. Regardless, it's beautiful in the sunshine, and there he goes off to join a group swimming in the open water.
I'm really looking forward to jumping back in a couple of weeks' time and seeing if the diversity's increased, bringing my nets that time, and starting the collecting season. Don't forget that if you do wish to do some aquarium fish collecting of your own, to check your regulations in New South Wales, you need a Section 37 aquarium collection permit. And if you're going to go into any marine parks, you need a separate permit with the marine park, as well as a recreational fishing license. If you're in Queensland, you don't need any of that. You just can't do it in scuba. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next time, hopefully back underwater on the Australian Aquarist. Over and out.